Hey everybody, my name is Frank Trejo. Today's topic is the jab. There's a lot of strategies for the jab. Depending who your coach is or your trainer, he's either going to have you use it as an offensive weapon or more or less like a defensive weapon, keeping them off you and stuff like that. I like to use it myself personally as like a probe. You're poking at him to see what your opponent's going to do.
We're going to talk about performing the jab. What you want to do is you're going to push off your back foot as you step forward. I'm going to turn my entire body sideways. Right to you. It's not a cross. There's nothing behind that. I'm pushing off with the back leg. I'm reaching forward with my front two knuckles. Turning my body sideways. Remember now, the jab is to probe. The jab is to gauge your distance. Also, the jab is going to set your rhythm against your opponent. So first, got to find that rhythm with the back.
Most people think it's like a kind of just a throwaway punch just to keep them at bay, or try to hit your opponent all the time. But it's a very good defensive weapon. Muhammad Ali was probably one of the best people at throwing the jab overall over anybody. But the way he used to throw it was, imagine if I took your arm and I chopped it off right here, let your arm hang. How much do you think your arm weighs? I think it weighs about 10 pounds. Okay, that's a lot of weight. So imagine if I'm boxing and I throw just the weight of the arm at you, bop! You're moving around, you're being real defensive, bop, bop. It would be like me grabbing this 10-pound weight and slamming it in your head, okay? Now, if I have a 10-pound weight and I'm just throwing it at you, boom, boom, after a while, getting hit with 10 pounds is gonna rattle your brains. So the punches that will add up later on during the rounds, okay? So as a defensive maneuver, okay, and just keeping them off, you don't have to stay in there and work a combination. Just throw that weight at him. Throw the 10-pound weight at him. After a while, he'll learn to stay away from it, or maybe you just knock him out. Okay, you have like a safety zone between the stances. That's usually about one stance away. So if I'm one stance away from the opponent, that'll put me almost out of range. My stance in right here, the arm distance puts me out of range. So what I want, as I throw my punch, I'll step into his zone, okay, which puts me in range for him. Okay, so I'll step in and then step back out, so when he does throw, I'll be out of range. So I would in, out, work that like that. In, out, and that allows me to set up my type of counter. In, out, back in with a jab, or in, out, back in with a counter, or in, stay in, and then hit him with the right hand. Another thing about the jab is, as you throw the jab, you don't necessarily want to punch and come straight back. Okay, what you want to do is punch, and as you punch, move to the side or move lateral, so it puts you out of the range of his counter punch. So as I would jab, I wouldn't come straight back. What I would do, I would jab and then move to the side. Jab and move to the side. See? Now I'm out of the way. Okay, now a counter for a jab is a jab. So if I'm standing up like this and I throw a jab at him, slowly, don't move yet. I'll throw a jab and I'll basically see what he's trying to do. If he's a quick counter puncher, I'll jab and he'll come back with a jab. Bop. See, because if I'm not fast enough, bop, bop, he's going to counter me with a jab. So I'll have to come in and out. That's where my footwork comes in. You see what I'm saying? So I'll step into his zone and step out. So when I throw my jab, boom, boom, I'm out of range so he can't hit me. Okay, so I go boom, bop, just like that. I'll jab, snappy punch. And this way I can see what his timing is like. Because if his timing is slow, then I can have more variations for a combination to throw afterwards. But if he's quick, then I have to figure out what I'm going to do next. If he's real quick, pop, 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 then I'll have to do something so that I can jab, and then if it comes underneath, I can go underneath the punch and then probably come up with an uppercut like this. Or if I come and go to the other side to stay away from the right hand in case he throws, and there'll be my left foot from there. But basically, is to see what he's going to throw. If he's slow, then I can follow him right back with the right hand. You see what I'm saying? So I go boom, boom, bop. But again, if he's quick, boom, boom, that might be too slow. You see what I'm saying? So what I'll do, I'll go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, bam, catch him as he's coming in with the jab. That's another little trick of the trade.
After you've achieved your jab, just as a side note, the fitness benefits are you're using your whole body. Your legs are behind it. Your glutes are behind it. Your abs are strong. We're gonna engage in our traps, right? That's why it gets nice and developed up there. The pec, and then the tricep. Whenever the arm is fully extended, that tricep's being worked. The end of your punch, squeeze your fist tighter. Go nice and easy, and then bam. After your punch is fully extended, squeeze it. Make sure you're hitting with the front 2 knuckles. While you're at it, you might as well keep your other hands up to protect yourself. Thanks for watching Fight Bites.
After a while, getting hit with 10 pounds is gonna rattle your brains.